Did y'all see that animation for this latest episode of One Piece? Now that's what I'm talking about. That animation of this episode was freaking top of the line. Some of that good shit that we haven't had in a really long time. Really good animation. This episode of One Piece definitely mainly a battle episode, and for what it was pretty damn good. Like I said earlier, top of the line animation, really good stuff. And also, it was just really cool fighting. You know, you got Luffy versus Caesar. Every now and then I like a good slobber knocker, and for what this episode was, it was pretty damn enjoyable. Had a lot of good pretty much action in it. Luffy going gear second, you know, good stuff there. We did get a little bit of development regarding Monet. She did say that pretty much the reason why she's doing a lot of this is because Doflamingo, aka Joker, he will pretty much kill her if things go wrong. He pretty much has her in the palm of his hands, and that just goes into further exploration of Doflamingo just being this piece of shit and just, you know, being wicked as hell. You know, he's blackmailing her basically with her own damn life that he'll kill her if she doesn't obey him. Very sick shit. I don't know how far is their relationship and exactly what it is. That needs to be explained a bit more. But I like that. It gives the character a little bit more of a motive, gives the character more life, and it actually makes you feel a little bit bad. Yeah, she seems evil, and she even makes a weird face when she does it. She like licks her lips and shit, like if she likes being blackmailed or something. But nonetheless, it gives a little more to the character and a little more depth, and it just makes you think, I want to see more about her. Why did he blackmail her? How did he find her? So I would like a backstory on that, definitely at some given point. But it was interesting to find that out nonetheless, and it just, again, built upon the Monet character. Makes me want to find out more about her. Sanji versus Virgo. That shit was looking so much better because in the last episode where they first clashed, it looked horrible. But in this one, it was just looking so beast. Sanji going in, but that Virgo, that hockey, it looked like Sanji's legs were breaking when he was fighting, so he definitely gonna need a doctor. Chopper is gonna have to get this dude out of this. It looked like his legs are breaking, and judging from the way things were, it looked like Virgo was rushing towards the SAD room at the end of the episode. It seems as though Virgo may have won or something, or maybe that the fight was cut short somehow. Maybe Sanji was punched into the other room and the door's locked or something. But it seems as though Virgo's heading to the SAD room and the fight is over. A little short in my opinion. I think that the fight should have definitely been a little bit longer. But overall, it still was, for what it was a decent little scuffle. I feel like both fights were cut off short in a way. Like Luffy versus Caesar going good. Luffy finally had him. He said, I'm going to defeat you with one last breath, with one more breath. That was beast right there, that line. And then it got cut short with Monet jumping in. And it was like, it was cool to give more development for Monet, but then at the same time, it just cuts a dope-ass fight off very short. And it leaves, okay, now we got to deal with this problem once again with Luffy and Caesar. So it's good and the bad there. And the whole thing with Law, that fucking look and that villainous thing where he's just walking, that scene was done perfectly. It's just like, when you have this good animation, little scenes like that turn into a lot more epicness because it just looks more nicer. It gives more of a good vibe to it. And it's just like, Law is so menacing. He turns on his broom and just quickly slashes these dudes in half. And it really makes you think, what is Law planning? Because this whole SAD room is like, Virgo is saying, you know, he has something devilish planned that could ruin the new world. It's like, what is Law up to? And it's just like, it really also makes you question Law's character because even Caesar's telling Luffy, yo, he will betray you. And he's a pirate at the end of the day. So it's very possible that Law could do something like that in the future. But still liking it. Law's the freaking boss. Overall episode, very good episode. 8.5 out of 10. It was mostly battles, so it's not, you know, a great, absolute magnificent episode. We got a little bit of development with Monet, a little more with the SAD room, and just really thinking, yo, can you actually trust Law at the end of the day if he's thinking about ruining New World with this SAD room? What is to the extent of this room where it's just like that it can do something of that nature? And we got some cool fights, but they were cut off short. And overall, it wasn't, you know, too much information or too much advancement in the plot, even though we did, you know, go through the fights and then finish them. So again, mixed episode, very good, but could have done great if it just did a couple little tweaks here or there. Overall, just great, very good episode. Let me know what you think. First of all, SAD room. To what extent can it really, like, what is it in that room that can pretty much destroy New World? Law, Trafalgar Law, Beast. Well, do I gotta ask that? Freak that. I'm not even gonna ask that. Law is Beast. And what do you think of the fights? I really wish we could get this animation every week because, my God, it was fucking Beast for One Piece. That's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for Law the Boss and for those awesome fights we got in this episode. Hopefully we get some more. That's all I can say. I'm from Networld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.